What is up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of Ark. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today. You may notice that we are actually sort of like naked and on a beach. That's because I guess they wiped it when the game came out or something like that. I don't know. I got kicked off the server. When I came back, all of our stuff was gone. It's all good because I'm actually playing single player right now for a little bit, just till we get our legs in the game, and until they get all the servers set up, and until I can find a home server where I feel like we can actually get things done without getting owned all the time. And so anyways, for right now, let's get started. What I like to do is we'll just pick up some fibers over here, also punch a couple trees. I realize this is sort of like reiterating what we already did in the previous episode, but there's not much I could do about that. I had extra footage, but then it kind of became disjointed after I got kicked off, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this, so I thought maybe I'll just stay in. Oh, Pterodon, what are you doing right now? Are you being friendly, or are you being very, very unfriendly? I don't mind. Either way, it's cool. A wild female pteranodon. So is she a wild pteranodon, or is she a wild female who was also a pteranodon? You might want to tell the male pteranodons that she's over here. I don't know, might make them happy or something. Let's punch some trees. Let's get some wood. Let's get that. We just punched down a tree with our bare hands. What a badass. That's a considerable feat right there. I don't think I could have pulled it off. In fact, I know I couldn't have pulled it off. So let's punch this right here. I'm actually really, really glad. So before this, it actually wasn't available. You couldn't play in single player, but they just dropped it in. Blitzkriegler emailed me. He was like, hey, they dropped it into the game. I don't know if you wanted to do it. And I was like, you know what? I will re-record everything then, because I would much rather do it this way. Let's grab ourselves some food along the way. What I like to do, I've actually learned a lot of stuff here, because this is actually like 5 hours later after the first episode. Unfortunately, things didn't go so well. I got kicked off the server. Things got deleted, like I said. So is what it is. Early access funsies. I'm gonna punch this tree to death for just a second. Also get myself nice and sweaty, because if there's one thing that I enjoy, it's being in pain and sweating simultaneously. Alright, so what we need to do. We needed to get some stuff crafted, and I think the first thing that we should probably go after, we got some stones. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a pickaxe real fast out of our engram. Once that's made, I'll bash a couple of these rocks in here. Once I've got those taken care of, I would like to figure out, so in the other series that I had, we almost tamed an animal, but I don't know, it was weird. It was one of those things where, unfortunately, it ended up on the B floor because things looked weird. There we go, we'll chop this thing. We got a little bit of flint right there. Hell yeah. Okay, so it's going to turn into olivine for us again. It's going to go from gray to green. That actually can happen, though, because what will happen is this will actually oxidize on the outside, make it look all black on the outside, but when you break it open, you'll find like a big crystal structure or something like that. It can be pretty cool. I'm just saying, as a geologist, as a guy that likes that stuff, every now and again, I like to walk around and just like throw rocks at the ground till they break and see what's inside. It depends where you're at, too. You want to find a region where that's commonly known to be found. Anyways, we got to level up. Let's go do that real fast. I think previously I went after movement speed. I think instead I'm going to go after health this time because it seems like a smarter plan. On top of that, I'm going to make a hatchet, so we'll learn the engram. I'm going to make the spear so that we get to the hunting and we can get to the chopping before too long. Close that on down, jump into the craftables menu. We got the stone hatchet right there. Bim, bam, bomb. Let's get edgy. It is time to grab ourselves a stone hatchet like we had previously. And then the stone spear, I think we need a little bit more wood before that's going to work for us. But you know what? I could always use a little bit more wood. Let's go up in here. All right. Chop down some trees real fast. Be careful about stockpiling wood, by the way. It's heavy as hell. It'll get you into trouble. I do appreciate the fact that they allowed us to do single-player servers in this game, or to host locally. That makes me really, really happy, because sometimes you just want to get a feel for the game and have a good time and learn how to train stuff and just do fun things and then go online with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of just like one of those little things that I personally like to do. I like to learn the game all by my lonesome, and then once I've learned the game, then I go online, because it just makes the learning curve that much more difficult. Now, obviously, knowing the crafting menus and all that fun stuff, it's going to make it go a lot better. Plus, we don't have to deal with server lag right now. I've actually found that my performance is quite a bit better when I don't play on the community servers. And so I think to a certain extent, the frame lag that people are getting is due to the server performance as well. Because this is a little bit below like medium right here, I guess. I can stay pretty stable at 40 frames per second if I'm like medium with a couple things down. But if I'm up on the community servers with these exact same settings, I drop down to like 10, 15, and it's just too much going on, I think. So anyways, let's get some stones going. Yeah, it's a good way to farm up some XP too, so that'll work out for us. We are a little bit thirsty right now, so I think I should probably take care of that. We got a marberries. I'm going to eat all of those up. Stem berries we're going to avoid for right now. We got 20 tinto berries, so that should help out as well. You probably also want to avoid sprinting too much, simply based on the fact that sprinting causes your water to go down really, really fast. I think the game simulates the fact that you might be sweating or something like that, because I've noticed that when I run, you can almost watch the water meter go down. It can get a little bit gnarly. We also need to create ourselves a spear, and actually a fun thing you can do right here here. I can't do it right now because I haven't put it in a hot slot, but if you have something in a hot slot and it breaks, you can actually just press the button for the hot slot again and it'll auto-craft you a new one if you have the materials on you. Really, really cool little feature and great for when you're in the middle of combat and have to make yourself a new spear because unfortunately it broke after the first time you hit a dodo. In the previous episode, I said we were going hunting. Let's go hunting. There's some stuff down this way that I think we could hunt. Not the pteranodon, obviously. That's a bad, bad mistake and one that I don't plan on making, but still at the same time, I feel like there were some dodos down this way that we could really, really prey upon. And so I'm going to get down on one knee and I'm going to invoke the divine and hope. I'm dehydrated again, huh? Can I swim? I heard if you go underwater, it'll actually... Let me see here. Ah, there it is. So apparently we swim with our mouth open. We're just like glorp, 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 getting ourselves rehydrated. If we really wanted to go man mode right now, we could hunt a brontosaurus, but I think that would probably end up poorly for us. I think I'll leave him alone for right now. I love the way the sun shines off of his skin. Such a cool creature. Such a very, very cool creature. Over on that side, we've got a dilophodon, which I think we should probably... So you want to back up with these. They spit at you. Yeah, so there it goes right there. He's going to spit. And so what I would recommend is just walking backwards until he gets a little bit close. And then you just stab him. You should be alright, though. He's not that difficult. Dilophodons should be one of those things that you can hunt fairly successfully, I guess. It's one of the first carnivores you're going to come across. And as we get further and further into the map, you're going to find nastier and nastier things. But for right now, let's go ahead and grab some of the hides and some of the meat off this little guy. And actually, he didn't give up that much. A little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. There's going to be plenty of other things to hunt, too, along the way. We've got water. We've got food. Everything's looking good. Hopefully... Alright, watch those feet, big guy. Watch those feet. I don't mean you any harm, so please, please, please adopt the same attitude towards moi. That would be awesome. Alright, so we made it past him. Triceratops shouldn't bother us. 3-horn is the best horn. I've come up with basically a plan. I've been in game long enough now to know that Triceratops, actually, they really, really like it when you treat them in a kingly way. And so when you see a Triceratops, you walk up, you present 3 fingers, you put them to your left breast. If you don't have a breast, fill in with a peck. It's fine, don't worry about it. Then you raise them to the sky and you say 3 horns is best horn. And from then on, you should be friends unless you get just like a really, really unsociable Triceratops, which... It's possible. I mean, don't risk it too much if you don't have to. There's another Dilophodon right there. Let's hunt him. I stab you. Oh, I missed. I wasted my advantage. He's going to spit at me. You really don't want to get hit by that spit. It is poisonous and bad for you. It's actually, if you're having trouble hunting dinosaurs, I highly recommend that you play the game in single player. I found that when I was playing online, the connection was actually a little bit odd to the point where dinosaurs would hit me even though they weren't very close and things like that. When you're playing in single player, it's actually really, really cool because you have 0 latency and it gives you a little bit of an advantage over the dinosaurs in terms of your reaction time once you learn their animations and whatnot. Let's continue out this way. I'm actually going to dive below the water real fast. Oh, he's flying. I believe I can fly. I'm a pterodon in the sky. Think about it every night and day. Please don't stab me with a spear. I believe I can soar. I believe too, Pteranodon. I believe too. Let me run through that open door. You run through that door. I like to do little, my dad used to do that when I was a kid, so there would be a song on the radio, and he would sit there and he would just comment, what the hell is that? Nah, nope, back to shore. Sure enough, I've seen enough. Nope, we're going back to shore. Sure enough, I'm out of here. I don't mess with prehistoric sharks. Modern sharks are bad enough. Prehistoric sharks, not for a second. Nope, not for one moment. Not an iota, not a thought. Out, done, finished. We leveled up, hooray! Alright, so seeing as we leveled up, I will point out frame rates for me are better in single player, so you might want to try that if you're having trouble. I'm going to keep going with health. And so there's a little bit more health. With our current engrams, since we have meat, I'm going to try and learn campfire. Got 7 points left. I think that creating a location from which... Actually, water skin. Let's go water skin. So we got water skin. Water skin doesn't take that much to craft, I don't think, so let's make one. We'll get that all nice and crafted up, get ourselves a brand new artificial sack to carry our water in. There it is. And so with the water skin, what you do with this is if you go back to your inventory, I like to put it right here so that I can auto use it when I need to. But anyways, you jump down into the water. You press 4, I think. Well, anyways. It should fill up at some point. I don't know. Let me see if I can do it maybe this way. There we go. And so it fills up. You got to aim at the top plane of the water then. That's how you do it right there. And so now that we got ourselves all filled out with water, we can actually use that to fully restore our hydration whenever we need to. It will run out slowly, so just watch out. It's kind of leaky. But I don't know if I want to go into the forest just yet. If you go into the woods today, you might just suffer a bite. It will hurt a lot, and you will swear a lot, I swear. That song was always, like, vaguely freaky to me. Ooh, dodos. Let's go ahead and murder ourselves some harmless island birds here. Does he have homies? No. Oh, there he is. Dodo homies. Dodos always roll together, so be careful. You gotta watch out for them. Got them a couple times right there. They also give you a hides. I think something just loaded. What just loaded? Something just loaded because I just had a giant frame drop. Better not be like a T-Rex or anything. I mean, I don't even know what I would do in that situation. I'd just be like, alright, you got me. I wouldn't even protest about it. I'd be like, alright, well, I got eaten. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and grab some hides. Are there airdrops on, like, these private servers? Like, is there an airdrop in single player? I wonder if there is, or if they want you to just, like, man mode it all out. I guess fee-man mode it all out. Oh, man, our stimberries spoiled. That doesn't really bother me that much because they kind of suck. They're not that useful. Anyways, let's grab ourselves some more fibers because once we start making clothes, we are really, really, really going to need them. I like to walk while just being pointed slightly at the ground and just spamming the E key. It's a great way to end up with a stupid amount of supplementary items that you're going to need later anyways. So, there it is. Just in case you were wondering. I want to ride one of these so very, very badly. I just want to ride your back so badly. The secret to YouTube, by the way, in case you haven't figured it out, is just song references. That's pretty much like 95% of being semi-successful on YouTube. I say semi-successful because I don't consider myself to be successful on YouTube. I'm kind of like lower middle range. Lower middle to lower would be where I would put myself in the greater kind of like pecking order of things. Left-hand side, we got nothing going on over there. Let's keep our tip up for right now, to quote James Bond. Just in case there are things in here who don't particularly like us very much. Like that dodo. He's gonna like me a lot less after I stab him to death. And his wife. Be away, frumpy dodo wife. Ooh. Please don't. No, my dodo! Oh, and there's totally something in that water, too. It's a bunch of Dilophodons over there. They tend to hunt in packs, in case you didn't know that. I didn't know that about Dilophodons, but then again, I'm not a big dinosaur guy. A lot of people don't know this, but dinosaurs are really, really kind of like the rock stars of the paleontological community and the geological community. Like, everybody wants to be a dinosaur paleontologist. Nobody wants to study prehistoric bugs or prehistoric plants or anything. And so it becomes kind of a pain in the ass to find people to do that. I actually found prehistoric plants to be pretty fascinating. I also like prehistoric insects. I brought those up as examples because I liked both of those. It looks like that guy right there. Did I call those Dilophodons? What is that guy right there then? I don't know. There's coelacanths in the water too. If you don't know what a coelacanth is, it's just a big ass fish. And the fun thing about a coelacanth is that it still exists in the modern world. You can actually go to Madagascar and you can catch a coelacanth. Wouldn't recommend it because I think you're not supposed to, but I'm gonna get some more stamina real fast. We've got enough points now to make ourselves some basic clothing, so that's up next. We'll go shoes, shirt, and pants so that we can get into all the nice clubs. And so we'll go a shirt right there. Okay, that's gonna use up a lot of fibers. So you see what I mean? That's why you want to walk around staring at the ground grabbing stuff for a while, so that you don't run into this situation right here where you don't get the loot that you want. Anyways, see how many more fibers I can get out of here. I don't really need many more stones because they're kind of heavy. We can also make a slingshot later on if you're into that. I don't know. Marberries. I actually just need fibers. Don't need berries. Would love to just get some fiber into my diet. Yep, my inventory diet. Fiber is one of those things you don't appreciate until you actually need it. Like, once you need fiber, it becomes one of those panicky things where you're like, I need to go get some shredded wheat right now. But up until you need fiber, you don't tend to think about it. That purple light over there is like a level 35 cache. We don't want that. The green ones are level 25. No, the blue ones are level 25. No, the blue ones are 20 or 15. The green ones are level 25, meaning you can't loot them until you're at that level. I don't recognize that sound. Makes me a tiny bit nervous. I'm going to drop all my stones for right now because I don't... No, not drop all. No. Luckily, it's easy to pick up more stuff, but still. It's a little bit saddening and not a bit gladdening. Maybe even maddening. So anyways, I needed to drop that item right there. I'm carrying around enough wood, but I don't want to be over-encumbered, so I'm going to leave all the stones on the ground since we're not going to need those. And in the event that we end up needing stones, they're very, very easy to find, so it's not going to be like Stranded Deep where you end up scrounging for them all the time. Put that away for just a minute. It looks like there's a laser way the hell over there, but you're looking for white lasers when you're early on in the game. Those are the level 1 lasers, and in my experience, what I've gotten from the level 1 lasers coming from the sky, I've gotten shirts, pants, weapons, very, very basic stuff, like tier 1 stuff, nothing super important. I want fiber, so I'm going to pick at this bamboo right here for a second. I'll be like, does it look infected to you? Let me pick at it for a minute. There we go. Pick at it like an itchy tattoo. Come on now. More fibers. Mama needs a new pair of pants. Yep, let's get it taken care of. Bamboo, we can do this the easy way or we could do it the hard way. I mean, in and out your ear, rocking like bamboo. Bamboo. Oh. Did I? Ew! I dropped a shiny lead. That is a remarkably, like, spherical turd. How did you pull that off? My God. That came out of you? That seems like it would have been really, really painful. Like birthing an egg. Like, ah! It hurt. Probably for a long extended period of time. I was going to be like, oh, but only for a second. But no, I bet that would hurt for a good 10, 20 minutes. And then once it was out, you can't guarantee that there wouldn't be any ripping or tearing or damage done. You should go to a doctor and just see what's up. Is that a different type? It looks like it's a different color. Does that make it count as a new species? Or is it the same thing that we were looking for before? Greetings, large creatures that I really, really, really hope are herbivorous. Yeah. Or at least not hungry and omnivorous. Alright, another dodo over here. Get some more hides because we very, very much need them. Alright, here with our craftables, we'll make ourselves some boots. So there it is, some new botas for Splat. We need some pants, and it takes 50 fibers to make those up. But that's okay. I'm good at making stuff up. It's a talent. And a little bit more over here. 5 more fibers. Exactly what I was looking for. And so there's some fibers. I think it might be an okay plan to make ourselves a shelter, although I'm a little bit sketchy about where we should do it. I don't know where a good place to make a shelter is. I don't think we should do it inland. We should probably stay near water sources. I guess this isn't an ocean right here. This must be freshwater, or maybe later on they'll add it in, but we got spoiled meat right now. I'm going to get that all nice and refilled. Got another dodo on this side. I should probably cook up some of this meat, but I don't think we can make a campfire yet, so I'm not going to stress. You should always kill stuff. Seriously. It gives you a straight stupidity-doopity amount of XP. And so kill things with... Did I just shit again? Or did something else take a dump? I wasn't expecting to defecate in a video game. I'll throw that out there right now and just admit that that wasn't something that I expected to happen. It just sort of did. What happens if you walk off to one of those big islands over there? Like, does it get super crazy? Also, what happens when I leave my local game right now? Do I get in trouble, or does it, like, delete my game, or what happens there? I'm also a little bit concerned about that. It may almost be time. Hey, what's up, buddy? You want to be my friend? I don't think he wants to be my friend. I still am not entirely sure how I tame things. I think you're supposed to punch him or something. I don't know. We might try it on some of the smaller critters. It might make it work a little bit better. They might get rowdy for a minute, though. I'm going to train a shark, and it's just going to follow me around all over the place. It's going to waddle when it's on land. It's going to be kind of cute. I don't see anything out this way that I really want right now. I forgot to make my pants, though, and I think I'm also not wearing my shoes, so I should probably do that. There we go, my little peasant boots. Fantastic. And then we'll go with the pants right there. No, I don't want to view my engrams right now. What is an engram? Like, every game ever uses that word, and I have no idea. We can make a crafting queue, too, just in case you want to throw stuff up in there. I don't know. I don't like throwing up, so I'm not going to do it, but just saying. Throw some pants on. Oh, we got pantalones now. And they were pantalones gratis, which is my favorite type of pantalones. I think this thing over here is one of the first things that you can tame. It's called like a Felonia or something like that. What's it called? Yeah, it's a Phiomia. There we go. I was close. So, I'm a little bit terrified of what's going to happen when I do this. Oh, that seems to have upset it. I mean, it ran away. That's pretty good. You gotta throw a mean punch for something that big to run away when you hit it. Huh. I used to think people patted their horses really, really hard. But they're like, it's a big animal. I can barely feel it. It's fine. I mean, okay, as long as you say so. He does look kind of grumpy. Ooh. Hey, what's up, little buddy? Time to get stabbed in the face. That's what happens to everything that spits at me. Oh, no. We have a problem. Make me a new spear now. Is he getting me right now? I think he is. Get the spear! Get the spear! Stab him! Make with the stabifications! No! Ah! Battle spear! Come at me, ye beast of the field! Fall dead at my feet, for I am man. Whoa, man. You know. Voice is a little bit raspy because it's been a long day. I've been eating a lot of unsanitary things while I'm out here. I just picked up my own poop with my hands. I thought we'd draw light to that fact right now, just in case nobody remembered or anybody had forgotten, but I just picked up my own Duke with my hands, so it's a possibility that this all might just be a little bit of a mess from here on in. I would try to train a Triceratops, but I am not confident in my abilities to punch him properly. it. Whatever it is. Whatever. Ooh, there's a white one right there. Let's go for it. I think that's a white one. Oh, we got this now. About to get some freebies. Then we'll make a gun and shoot ourselves a dinosaur. It's going to be the best. Lay that dino on the floor. Yeah, another one of you little guys in here, huh? What you got for me, D-Lo? He tried to keep it on the D-Lo, but I am a superior warrior. I am he who destroys the great lizard. You may call me, well, she who destroys the great lizard. I keep forgetting my character's female, so I keep using the wrong pronouns. They are very much novitiate nouns. Alright, so let's go over here. That one's yellow, actually. What does that mean? I need a torch. Craft forth a flame receptacle. Okay, so now that we got the torch, throw that maybe over there. How's our water level looking? I'll drink some water right now. Oh, good, that gave us XP. I love getting XP for doing mundane tasks. There are very few things I enjoy as much as being rewarded for mundanery. Banality. There we go. So I guess the next thing we should probably work on is like a slingshot. That sounds pretty cool. That or a Phiomia saddle, but I don't know how to do this properly. Let's try. I'm going to learn a Phiomia saddle instead of doing smart things with my time. Alright, so now we got a torch. Let's go back over here. We're going to beat up a Phiomia. If in episode 2 I can tame a dinosaur or at least some kind of quadrupedal animal to carry my stuff around, I think we're going to be ahead of the game. Jumping over the top. It sounded like a big snake was after me there for a second. Alright, let's run this one home. No! I didn't think that cliff was going to be that big. I have made a severe, severe mistake. I died over there in the bottom. I died at 70-30 along the edge. Okay. Well, I mean, we get a map. I don't know exactly where I am, but I know where I died at. Oh, we're going to have to figure this out the hard way, aren't we? Okay, well, I'm going to head down the coast right here, and we'll just kind of like see what unlocks. But that's not good. That's really, really bad. I thought that was going to be like a rock, and it turned out to be, oh, I know where I am. Hooray! This is where the Bronto was before, although we should probably make some basic stuff first before we go any further. I think that... Watch out, Bronto. I'm right underneath you right now. Please don't harm me. Alright, so I'm going to put that away. I'm going to try and go back and get my stuff right now. It might be a longer walk than we thought. There is a lootable thing over here, hopefully, somewhere. I don't know. I might make some new pants along the way just because it seems like a smart thing to do, but... whatever. We'll figure it out. Bunch of dodos over there in case I get hungry. It doesn't really say where you are on the map, though, does it? Like, we sort of just went around the edge of the map. I do remember that Triceratops. What are you called? I forget what you're called. You're called a Parasaur. Kind of weird because there's only one of you. You'd think they'd be called like an Unosaur or... You know, like a Oneosaur or a Solosaur or whatever. But, you know, Parasaur, that's fine. I'm not going to nitpick here. It's not the time for that. You are cold. You should find some warmth soon. What about a giant turtle? Can I hug that for warmth? It does look like we have some kind of thing over here. Maybe I should go investigate that. Let's get some more fibers real fast. If we can make ourselves a spear, we cannot. And so I just need a pickaxe right now. I need wood for that. Making my life difficult. Alright. Come on. Give me the things that I need by damaging my knuckles again. Doing the same thing over again. See, I jumped off a cliff. That's the problem. I have this big, big problem with cliff diving. And every time I do it... There we go. And so you see there, I was able to press the 1 key and it just automatically makes me a new pickaxe. Pretty cool stuff if you're into it. Get ourselves a little bit more wood. Really, really, really wish that I knew where we were. Seems a little sketchy, but, and not just because this is a hand-drawn map. I seem to recall there being some rather nasty antagonists out in the water. I'm going to risk it anyways because I like to live life on the edge. And I think the best way to retain the things that we've already gotten is to go actually hit this thing right here. I don't know why our stuff needs to be warped in, but it's pretty badass. I like it. It's a little bit warped, but you know, we live with it. This is the world that we occupy. Oh yeah, I get cold and I lose health. I forgot about that. Also, don't run out of stamina and water. It's a bad idea. My heartbeat makes me nervous because it makes me think that something's hunting me right now, but I don't think anything's hunting me. I think my character's just cold, and we can solve that by getting ourselves some gear. It's a little bit dark, too. Maybe I should find some rocks and make, like, some gear or some weapons or something before I traipse into a forest full of dino god only knows what. Ooh, it's dark in there. It's dark and spoopy. I don't know if I can deal with that. The blue ones I don't think I can loot just yet. The blue ones are like level 15 or something like that, and they're actually pretty difficult to interface with. I think that for right now, I'm tired. Stop moving for a minute, okay? Stopping moving. Well, we need to find some rocks. If we can't find some flint, this is going to be a real short trip. Grab a little bit more thatch and a little bit more wood while we're here. I think you can harvest off these, too. Yeah, you can. We can fend for ourselves against some of the bad guys with our pickaxe, but I'm going to go all the way around the edge of the island just because I'm not sure where we died at, and I think that it might be a bad plan to go out that way. We'll sort it out. Put that away for just a minute, but these things tend to be... Oh, Christ. What? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Now is not the time. No. Oh, this is the worst day ever. I hate... No. Spare me! Spare me! We're having a rough day right now. Oh, wow, I died like right up there. It's weird how bad I am at navigating, isn't it? At least now we know there's a Carno up there. Okay, I'm gonna run back and get my stuff. I believe right now. I believe! And so there's our Brontosaurus again. I'm gonna go get my stuff and I'll come back with the next episode.